botched circumcision victim plead for help. Russian diplomats evicted from America. Hi, I'm Sohaila Saifuddin. This is Cuppa News. Days after photos of a victim who underwent a botched circumcision procedure went viral on social media, another similar case has surfaced. The parents of the unfortunate 9-year-old boy pleaded for help to save their only child's manhood. The boy's father fought back his tears, saying that he felt hopeless and could not accept what had happened.
Saya tak nak anak saya jadi cacat apa. Saya nak jadi anak saya yang normal, tak macam biasa. So, saya minta tolonglah dari pihak mana-mana yang boleh tolong hantar ke luar negara. Saya dengan dia memang tertekan dan tak tahu nak buat apa, tak tahu nak ambil pasal kita pun dari keluarga biasa. Kita tak tahu nak buat apa.
Lepas tu dia tanya, kenapa kita punya ni hitam mak? Kan, dia cakap macam tu. So, saya sampai macam tak tahu nak jawab macam mana dengan dia kan. Dia selalu sedih lah, saya nampak dia macam sedih. Lepas tu saya sedih depan dia, dia tanya kat saya kenapa mak sedih. Semua kan. Tapi saya cuba kontrol lah depan dia.
The parents are seeking help from the Health Ministry to send their son overseas for treatment. In the December 15th incident, the doctor accidentally severed the boy's penis in a private clinic in Jalan Ipoh, Kuala Lumpur, which he later admitted was an act of negligence. He tried to stitch back the severed part, but the reattachment was not properly aligned and the boy was referred to Kuala Lumpur Hospital, which had to amputate his penis as it had turned black. This is the second case to surface this month after a similar incident a few days ago in a clinic in Taman Ceras Utama, Kuala Lumpur, which had a successful reconstructive surgery. The Health Ministry said that it had begun investigations into the incident involving a 10-year-old boy on December 20th. Ministry Director General Dato Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah had said that a police report had been made on the matter. A Datin was charged in the Petaling Jaya Sessions Court this morning with attempting to murder her Indonesian maid. The charge came a little unexpected for Datin Rosita Muhammad Ali. The crime allegedly took place at the accused's house in Mutiara Damansara, Petaling Jaya last week. Rosita apparently used a kitchen knife, a clothes hanger, mop handle and umbrella to cause hurt and internal injuries to the 19-year-old maid Suryanti Sutrinso from Medan.
Belum lagi, dia baru charge 307 tapi dapat jamin lah ini. Jamin berapa? 20,000. So be okay lah. We see what we can do lah. Dia pun sakit. I tahu dia sakit lah. Siapa? OKT? OKT. Dia sakit.
The judge set bail at 20,000 ringgit with one surety and fixed the case for mention in February 2017. The tale of alleged abuse against Suryanti was uncovered last week when she claimed that she was slapped and punched daily. She received treatment at the University Malaya Medical Centre and is now under the care of the Indonesian Embassy in Kuala Lumpur. Meanwhile, at the Ipoh Sessions Court, Dr. Vida jumped in joy after her application to travel overseas was granted by the court. The famous businesswoman, whose real name is Dato Sri Hasmiza Othman, will travel to Bangkok and Guangzhou and to perform her Umrah next month. The judge approved her application but said her passport must be returned before February 6. She was first charged in October and claimed trial to 16 charges of failing to pay the goods and services tax amounting 4.2 million ringgit between April 2015 and July 2016. She also faces 16 counts of charge for failing to submit her GST statements, which she pleaded guilty and was fined 80,000 ringgit. Her trial continues in March. In Sarawak, the high-profile murder case of businessman Dato Stephen Lee Chi Kiang has been transferred to the Miri High Court. Lee is the main suspect in the mafia-style killing of PKR politician Bill Kayong. The prosecution said that Lee, together with Lee Chang-lun, Ching Woi-chung and another person still at large, had abetted Muhammad Fitri Pauzi to gun down Kayong, who was driving his vehicle near Imat at Kuala Baram on June 21st. The offence carries the mandatory death penalty. Lee was arrested at an airport in China's Fujian province and deported back to Malaysia on December 14th. Malaysia's celebrated singer Tan Sri S.M. Salim was buried at the Jalan Ampang Muslim Cemetery in Kuala Lumpur at about 3 p.m. today. Before burial, Salim's remains was at Kampong Baru Masjid Jami, where relatives and friends performed prayers for him. The over 200 well-wishers grieved for the loss of the national icon. Among those present were fellow artists Dato M. Nasir, Datin Marlia Musa, Dato M. Daud Kilau, Rahim Jailani and Dato Jeffrey Dane. Salim, 88, died yesterday at his home in Ampang due to old age. In world news, US President Barack Obama took an unprecedented step to expel 35 Russian diplomats and impose sanctions on 2 Russian intelligence agencies over their involvement in hacking US political groups in the lead-up to the presidential election in November. The measures marked a new post-Cold War low in US-Russian ties, and it is a potential flashpoint for President-elect Donald Trump, who will take over from Obama in January when dealing with fellow Republicans in Congress over how to deal with Moscow. The Russian diplomats have 72 hours to leave the US and access to Russian embassy's country retreat in Centreville, Maryland, and the stately house in New York's Long Island will be denied to all Russian officials tomorrow. The US also sanctioned Russians Evgeny Mikhailovich Bogachev and Alexei Belan for allegedly using cyber-enabled means to cause misappropriation of funds and personal identifying information. A White House's statement said that these actions are not the sum total of the US's response to Russia's aggressive activities, and they will continue to take a variety of other actions at any time. They also asked world leaders to oppose Russia's efforts to interfere with democratic governance. The US retaliation has received backing from senators who also called the sanctions against Russia to be widened to target areas and be aimed at Russian President Vladimir Putin. In Moscow, Putin's spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Putin would order an appropriate retaliation to the sanction. Related to Trump, a shopping mall in Taiyuan City in China's Shanxi province has received a lot of attention with the installation of a statue of a rooster dressed as Trump. The designer of the statue at the N1 Artwalk Mall drew inspiration from Trump's hairstyle and hand gestures, and it is one of the attractions there ahead of Lunar Chinese New Year of the Rooster. In South Korea, the Constitutional Court held its final preparatory hearing on President Park Geun-hye's impeachment case. The court fixed January 3rd as the date for Park's impeachment trial. However, it said it cannot require Park to testify. Park's lawyers said the court needs to verify facts because they cannot trust investigation results by state prosecutors who accuse Park of colluding with her jail aide and friend Choi Soon-sil to extort money and favours from companies and allow her to interfere with government affairs. Authorities in New York City give the assurance that it will be safe for visitors to ring in the New Year at the Times Square New Year Eve countdown event. New York City Police Commissioner James O'Neill said the police were not expecting Trump to join the celebrations.
We have a tremendous capacity in the New York City Police Department to cover events, so it's not going to have an additional impact at 5, 6, and 5. And I haven't heard from the president-elect yet, so I don't think he's coming, but that might change, I guess.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio said the city is ready to receive the millions of visitors. We are 2 days away from welcoming a brand new year. Mark your date for the celebrations tomorrow at the many places around the country. Shah Alam's ICT will hold a countdown party that culminates with fireworks display. Prizes will also be up for grabs for the visitors. At the Mutiara Damansara Commercial Centre in Petaling Jaya, revelers can take part in a New Year Eve fun run and enjoy great music at the New Year Eve concert. The buildings in Putrajaya will also be lit up while the countdown event organisers there promise a one-of-a-kind digital fireworks show. In Shah Alam, there will be a job fair, humanitarian run and a countdown concert. In Georgetown, the party at the city's latest attraction, the Top at Komtar, will start at 11 p.m. with a laser light show and parade. Activities such as Night Bazaar and Lion and Dragon Dances at Sutra Mall in Johor Bahru will be held between 4 p.m. and 1 a.m., while visitors in Kota Kinabalu can join the locals for a dip in the sea and river along Tanjung Aru and Likas Bay beaches. That's all from our team. Happy New Year!